deal behind tabloid rumors that his marriage with Jessica is on the rocks. Plus, Bruce Springsteen's wife.
It's only on ABC 7 News.
Nick Lachey singing This I Swear, the theme song to Newlyweds, that mega hit reality phenomenon that made Nick and wife Jessica Simpson Hollywood's it couple. Please welcome back Nick Lachey.
Before you start, we were talking about virginity. Were you a virgin when you married Jessica?
Ooh, get right to it.
And was she, more to the point? I think she said she was.
She was. I was not.
You were not.
You were broken in.
I was... not that broken in. No, I was not.
But did you want... Wait. Did you want to have a virgin for a wife? I'm just curious, because some men like that. Especially terrorists.
I certainly wasn't complaining about it, you know, but it wasn't like on the, my list of criteria. You know, it just happened to be that's what it happened to be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it worked. Last night, though, was the premiere of the third season of Newlyweds, which Tim and I watched. We were glued. We're always glued to the show because we are Newlyweds. But I have to ask you, you've had cameras following you around, and that would be my nightmare in the home.
But are you
excited? Is it really? I mean, you're signed on for a 4th season, correct?
Yeah.
Are you excited to have that time pass and get the cameras out of the house?
You know, it's been great. It's provided so many opportunities for both Jessica and I. But I don't think I'm gonna cry when they leave. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's been a great experience, but when it's over, it's definitely time for it to be over, and we'll move on.
Yeah. What's the biggest misconception about you as a result of this show? You or Jessica?
I've somehow gotten this reputation as being overly frugal and cheap. Which I resent because, I live in this huge house. I drive a nice car. Yeah. It's just when you compare me to Jessica, I mean, you can compare anyone. You can compare Donald Trump to Jessica. It's like she spends money like it's going out of style, and I just end up looking cheap, I guess.
I want to quote something that Jessica just said in the paper today. She said, talking about misconceptions, because people, part of the lovability of Jessica, she's not too smart.
Quotes in the paper from Jessica are dangerous.
You like this. She says, I'm a very deep person. My husband, who is one of the smartest men in the world, never would have married a floozy. So is she a very deep
She's brilliant.
person?
You know that?
I told you you'd love it.
Right? No, who can claim she's dumb after a quote like that? I mean, no, you know what? If you follow anybody, like I say stupid stuff. It's just that in the editing, it's somehow more entertaining when she says stupid stuff.
You cannot get as far as Jessica has gotten.
That's right. She's no dummy.
She is not dumb, that's for sure. Last Easter, you two hosted a variety special.
Yeah.
And it was a huge hit. People loved it. The response was great. Are you thinking about becoming the next Sonny and Cher? Is there a possibility?
We had an incredibly fun time doing that show, and we're going to do another one at Christmas time on ABC.
Oh, great.
Yeah, which we're excited about. Right now, they're just going to be kind of a series of specials. And I don't think anyone can step into those shoes. Those are obviously big shoes to fill. But
would you like to do something like that on a permanent basis?
It is fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just a lot of fun to do. So I can see us doing that down the road. Yeah.
Both you and Jessica are always in the tabloids. I mean, people are writing lots of things. Recently, they're saying your marriage is on the rocks. How do you respond to that? Or do you respond to that?
And do you care?
Well,
do you care?
I just came from divorce court straight here. For the
3rd time, right?
Yeah, exactly. You learn early on that people are going to say what they're going to say, especially when you open up your life like we have on television.
Yeah,
you just kind of let it, you kind of let it roll
Goes
out.
with the territory.
Yeah.
But just for the record, everything's okay?
Everything's great. It's really never been better.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
awesome.
And his brother is here. His brother is in the
He was part of 98 fall. He's going to be starring in Rent.
Oh, congratulations.
Your brother's working, Jessica's working, her younger sister's working.
Everybody. We got to pay the
and
bills.
And they say the unemployment rate is high. This whole family's working.
I want to talk about another part of your life because you're very involved with an organization called Big Brothers and Big Sisters.
Yes.
And this is the oldest and largest mentoring organization in the world. You're awfully busy. How did you get involved in this?
Well, at first I didn't think I would have the time, but it really, what they do is, you know, they tell you that it really comes down to you can spend as little as an hour a week with a child and make such a huge difference in that child's life. And it's really about being there for your little brother and you know, being someone who will listen and who will, you know, a confidant. And so I'm very excited. I meet my little brother next week. I've been going through this whole interview process and yeah, so there's like 40,000 kids out there who are on the, you know, a waiting list, so to speak, for Big Brothers.
So this was something you really wanted to do?
I'm so blessed in my life, you know, it's like, and you reach this point where you're like, what can, you know, I want to give back somehow, and I love kids,
See,
I love
that's true generosity, not having a big house and having all those things. This is...
Well, you know, I'm blessed, and if I can give back, I want to do that. So.
Other people, we should just say that you can join all over the country.
Oh, yeah, if you go to the website.
You can have it's not just for boys and men, it's also girls and,
oh, yeah,
you know,
Big Brothers, Big Sisters,
it's
everything.
That's a lucky kid. You know, this year, you and Jessica made People Magazine's Most Beautiful People. Us Weekly, you're on the list of the 25 hottest hunks. And you also did a very sexy layout for Details magazine. So, how does it feel to be one of the sexiest men, perhaps in the world? And how does Jessica feel about it?
You know, anytime you're on one of those list, you know, it is really flattering. It is. But, you know, at the same time, in the back of your head, you can't help but think that next year you won't even be on the, you know what I mean? It's like, suddenly you got ugly a year later. It's like, no longer. But it really is flattering, you know.
It's fun, right?
It's nice to see, as long as it's a good picture. You know?
If it was like the ugliest people in America on People Magazine, wouldn't that be hilarious? The 50 ugliest people in America.
Not to those 50.
Unless you're one of them.
You definitely won't be on the ugliest list of people on People Magazine, I can tell you that. And do wish Jessica a happy birthday. I know her birthday's coming up. Thanks to Nick Lachey. You can catch Newlyweds Wednesday nights on MTV. For more information about Big Brothers and Big Sisters, please log on to our website. We'll be right back.